or will you stay high position no matter what the user does? I'm not sure what that means. And then that follow-up was that same question for the content. Will the page be high in position no matter what if it has the shield, even though it has lower value content? So I think what he's asking here, and then we got to wrap it up, guys. We got about 3 minutes left. So if I'm interpreting this question correctly, I think the question is, if you have an article, a page that has lower value content on it, like, quality is not that good, and you're able to rank the page, does it matter whether the page, the quality of the content is good or not if the page is ranked and it has an SEO shield? And here's the thing, click-through rate is one metric, bounce rate is another, right? So if you've got a shitty piece of content that you happen to be able to rank, but you get it to rank and Google notices that people click through to it because it's at the top of the search results, but it's shitty content and it doesn't answer their question, it doesn't provide value, so they click back and go click to the next result and perhaps maybe another result or two on the same page, and then they spend more time on that page and they engage with that page and they perhaps convert, submit an opt-in or a quote request form or make a purchase or click the tap to call button or something like that on one of the other pages because they backed out or bounced from your content because it was low value. Then it's only a matter of time, and usually in quite short order, that Google will demote or devalue your demote. So essentially it will start to slip in rankings. And that's again because of the user, the engagement signals are such that it's clearly telling Google that the content is not solving the problem. It's not answering the question that the searcher was seeking. Does that make sense? Yep. So now, as far as brute force, can you get it to stay? I don't know, because typically if I'm going to end up ranking something, I'm going to try to have content on there that is going to be compelling and produce some sort of result. So what do you say about that, Marco?
Yeah, we don't determine what value content has anyway. The user does.
That's correct.
And it's what the user does that then determines whether that content sticks. So here's the thing: you could get a professional writer to write you a beautiful piece of content, the most beautiful piece of content that you have ever read, and you say, "Holy crap! I'm going to be a millionaire because this content is going to give me all the money in the world." Then you go and put it up, and you realize that you're not speaking to the user's pain, and the user is going somewhere else on a page that you consider garbage or crappy content, and that page is converting like crazy. So we can't determine it. Your user is telling you by the bounce rate whether your content is of any value. And so if the user is bouncing, if you're not getting conversions and you're supposed to be getting conversions on that page, go and change it. Go and change it and use what works to get those people to convert. Because if you're not converting, you're sending bad signals.
Yeah. And that's the whole point. And you can see that in analytics.
Yep.
You can see like time on site, time on page, whether they click through to other pages. You can see scroll depth. You can set up events inside of analytics using Tag Manager to show like scroll depth. For example, if you can set a trigger to trigger an event that shows like scroll depth to 50%, or clicking on certain elements of the page, things like that. So those are all things that you can set up with analytics to monitor, or you can use even things like heat maps, right? So heat maps, and you can actually take screen recordings of what a user is doing on the page when they visit the page. And so you can clearly, that's conversion rate optimization, right? That's how you can start to optimize for conversions. And I would recommend that you do that. So
set goals on your pages. If you have an e-commerce website and you don't know how many people end up on your checkout page, which is generally a thank you, then you're wasting money because you have no idea what's converting, what isn't, how many people are ending up in your cart, and you're not sending that to Google. And Google should have all of that information so that it knows how well you're doing and reward you for doing well.